So today we are gonna learn about the trigonometric formulae, right? So trigonometric formulae is basically one of the important important thing in class 11, right? So what happened in this? You have to learn some new formulas, right? So the formulas are like this. Okay, so basically there are a lot of formulas, right? And it will be around 50 formulas, you can say. But I'm gonna show you something like from that formula you can basically means this is also a part of that particular formula. But using this you can derive all other formulas, right? So this is not going to be very typical to learn. It will be very simple. Okay, so first thing is this, and the second thing is this, you don't have to learn it orally. Okay, by doing practice it will be right, means you can learn it by just practicing the questions. Okay, and that is the best practice. And I will show a lot of examples and questions so that you definitely learn them. Okay, so this first, and there are just two formulas. So let's have one, sin x plus y. So sin x plus y is sin x cos y plus cos x sin y. Okay, so this is the formula, right? Sin x plus y and this, and cos x plus y is equals to cos x cos y minus sin x sin y, right? So this is the basically formula. Okay, so what you can do, so you just have to derive this one, right? And you can derive it. Okay, so one question for you is, you try to derive this formula by yourself first. Okay, and after that I will show you how to derive it. And next thing, just put x plus pi by 2 in place of x. So you are going to get this, and if you put all this over here, so you are going to get this, the same formula. Means if I replace x by pi by 2 plus x, right? If I replace x by pi by 2 plus x in this, you are going to get the same formula. How? Let's see. Sin pi by 2 plus x plus y, means in place of x substitute pi by 2 plus x, and I am doing the same over here also. So it is going to be sin, in place of x it is pi by 2 plus x, it is going to be remain cos y, plus cos, in place of x it is going to be pi by 2 plus x, and it is going to be sin y. Okay, so sin pi by 2 plus x, you know that sin 90 plus x is cos x cos y, and here cos pi by 2 is over here, right? You know that cos pi by 2 is going to be here, and if you are adding something at pi by 2, what happens at pi by 2? Cos changes to sin, right? Cos changes to sin. And if I am adding something in pi by 2, I am going in second quadrant, and in second quadrant cos is negative, so that is why I have to put a negative sign over here into sin y, right? So minus sin x minus sin y. So this is how the formula becomes cos x plus minus sin x sin y. This minus will make this positive as negative, and here again the same thing, sin pi by 2 plus x plus y is cos x plus y. So this is how you can derive the formulas. Okay, so I will show you to how to derive each and every formulas, so that your conceptually will be clear. Okay, so this is how you can do this. For now I am just doing it now. Okay, so now what you can do, you just substitute y in place of y minus y. If I do so, sin x minus y. If I place minus y in place of y, what it is going to be? It is going to be sin x cos y minus cos x sin y. You just do this, right? If you place y minus y in place of y, cos minus y, right? But cos minus y and cos y is same. I already told you in the previous lectures, right? And here cos x is going to be cos x, and sin y will be replaced by sin minus y, and minus will come out, that is why it will be minus y. And if I place y as minus y over here, so it is going to be cos x minus y. Okay, so what will happen? It is going to be cos x minus y, is cos x cos y plus sin x sin y. This is how you can do this. Okay. Now the next thing is what you can do, you just replace y by x. Just replace y by x. If you do so it will become sin 2x. Okay. Now sin 2x, and here if you solve this, if you replace x y by x, it is going to be 2 sin x cos x, right? So this is the one kind of formula, right? Also okay, also this is equals to 2 tan x upon 1 plus tan square x. Okay, it is very simple. If you substitute 1 plus tan square x equals to sec square x, actually it has been divided by sec square x and multiplied by sec square x, the same thing, right? So it has been converted into this. If you multiply this by sec square x and divide by sec square x and replace sec square x in denominator by 1 plus tan square x, so you are going to get the same thing, right? So this is how you can convert it. So what is the importance of this formula? Here what you can see, so whatever the value over here, okay, it is going to be half here, right? Half. Okay, so this is how you can get, and sin 2x is completely converted into 10x. Okay, so for example, somebody asks you to find the value of 22.5, right? So the problem is how will you do this? Oh wait, yeah. Okay, so how to solve this? So what you can do, you try to find sin 2 into 22.5. You know that, you know the value of this thing, right? Here it is x, it will be act as x. So sin 2x is equals to 2 tan x upon 1 plus tan square x, right? So if 2x is 45, then x is going to be 22.5. And one thing, try to remember or use the formula in radian only. Okay, that is why it should be pi by 8. So it is a good practice to do so. So sin 2x is going to be sin pi by 4, and here it is going to be 2 tan pi by 8 upon 1 plus tan square pi by 8, right? So this is how you can do this. And now solve the quadratic equation and get the value of tan pi by 8. So this is how you can get the values. Okay, now so this is how you can do this. Now same thing will apply for cos 2x also. If I substitute y as x, so I am going to get cos square x minus sin square x as the formula. So this is the one formula. Now I want to there are cos and sin, and the only thing is whatever angle is here, it has been halved, right? So this can be written as, if I substitute sin square x by 1 minus cos square x, so it is going to be 2 cos square x minus 1. Remember that sin square x can be replaced as 1 minus cos square x, because cos square x plus sin square x is 1. Now again, cos square x, replace cos square x by 1 minus sin square x. Okay, so if you do so, cos square x is replaced by 1 minus sin square x, it will get converted into 1 minus 2 sin square x, right? Okay, now one more thing, what you can do, this is actually also equals to 1 minus tan square x upon 1 plus tan square x, same thing. Okay, to this formula, multiply and divide it by sec square x. If you do so, it is going to be converted into this. Let's see this, right? If I multiply this one, 2 sin x cos x upon, so sec square x into sec square x, right? If I do so, so what will happen? It will get converted like this: 2 sin x cos x into 1 upon sec square x is